All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about Gervonta Tank Davis and a great possibility that we will get him in a very, very good fight early portion or mid portion of next year against the winner of a fight that is going to be taking place in December. And it is between two of the biggest lightweights in the world. Errol Spence Jr. had previously said that he was aiming Frank at Gervonta. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to be in the lightweight division, talking about a good, very, very, very good fight that is coming up on December 17th, and the fact that it will most likely lead to a mega fight not too far after that with one of the best lightweights in the world, Gervonta Tank Davis, and that is something that could shift the conversation about the lightweight division from Top Rank over to the PBC, where they have some very, very underrated lightweights that are fighting, in the same time that you have all those guys over there from Top Rank. Now, before I get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we release more videos. And also, if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter to the channel, thank you so much. I do want to have a special thank to Carl Thomas, the singer Carl Thomas, who came by in the super chat in the channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support of the channel and what we do over here, man. Love your music. Thanks for stopping by. Now, let's get into this. All right, man. So the welterweight division and the lightweight division, in my opinion, are the two best weight classes in boxing right now. In the welterweight division, of course, we know what's going on there with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. In the lightweight division, you have a pretty much a stacked division, but a stacked division in which almost nobody is fighting each other. Now, you have the top lightweight, which is Devin Haney, who holds all the belts. You have Gervonta Davis, who's holding all the money. You have Vasily Lomachenko. You have Shakur Stevenson. You have and then after that, you move on to, I do believe it's safe to say, the next level of guys. And that, for me, are guys like Isaac Cruz, Frank Martin, MICHEL Rivera. Also, I think his first name is Jeremiah Nakathelia, who put on a really good fight against Shakur Stevenson at 130 pounds, but has moved up and is a very, very, very big, strong guy at 135 pounds. And if you want to include Ryan Garcia, who looks like he's not going to be in the weight class, you can put him in there too. So when we look at who all is fighting, people are saying, well, who is Gervonta Davis fighting? He's in witness protection program. Well, it seems like he may not be in witness protection for very long, because if he fights, and my understanding is, and this is my understanding from just looking at what Errol Spence Jr. said about what he is trying to do as far as setting these fights up. If you look at what is happening with the PBC, with Frank Martin being matched up against MICHEL Rivera, and those guys being, I do believe, last time I checked, you can double check me on this, that MICHEL Rivera was ranked pretty high in the WBA. I think he was also ranked pretty high in the WBC, but those guys should be the winner of this fight should vault up in the rankings for the WBA, and then be in position to get that fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. And that, my friend, would be a very, very big fight. And more importantly than just a big fight, it is one of the best fights that would be made in the division. And if you look at it, just think about who else is actually fighting guys that we would say are top guys. Now, Devin Haney holds all of the belts, but as of this date, Devin Haney has not fought, in my opinion, one of the best lightweights. Because when you notice the names that I mentioned, now you can disagree with me, and that would be fine. I didn't mention George Kambosos because I don't believe George Kambosos is better than any of the guys that I have named. Now, yeah, he got a win. He got a win against Teofimo Lopez. Absolutely did, man. But you know what they say, man, things happen, right? There's a fight that took place with James Buster Douglas, and James Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson. But he wasn't. But how did he fare when he got in the ring with Evander Holyfield? Right? Got in there with Evander Holyfield, dusted that dude off. And there may have been 3-4 other guys in that division at the time that could have beaten James Buster Douglas. I'm not quite sure if Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis were really at the top of the weight class at the time. I'd have to go back and look at the time frame. But those guys were most definitely heavyweights at that time on the come up that I would suspect would have been able to beat James Buster Douglas. There's some other guys out there too. I think Donovan Razor Ruddock might have been able to beat him too. However, he got the Mike Tyson win, and then what was he? He's a flash in the pan, out, gone, right? What happens with George Kambosos? Gets that win and he's gone. But anyway, I just don't think that he's one of the top guys. This over here is two of the guys that I think very well could be the top guys in the division, and MICHEL Rivera and Frank Martin. Frank Martin specifically, I think, is exceptionally talented, and MICHEL Rivera is just so very fundamentally sound with that long jab. It's going to be very difficult for guys to beat him. Now, I'm not saying that I know that they are like the level of a Shakur Stevenson or that they're a level of Gervonta Davis or Devin Haney, because I do believe those guys, their talents kind of vault them above. However, if this transpires like that, I do not want a whole lot of conversation about who Tank has fought, because if you look at it, then Tank would have fought 2. If he fights the winner of this fight, he will have fought 2 of the top guys in that division, and in Isaac Cruz and the winner of MICHEL Rivera versus Frank Martin. And with that is, I guess you could say that perhaps, Vasily Lomachenko, if Vasily Lomachenko was able to get the fight with Devin Haney, then, that would be a different situation. I certainly hope that they make that fight. I'm just saying, look, man, this lightweight division is looking good. It looks good and heavy over there on the ESPN side of it, but over on the Showtime or the PBC side of it, these guys are starting to look very, very solid, man. But I wonder whether or not people are going to truly give them the credit for being that, because they do not hold the belts, right? And that's not the scenario that you have over on with the welterweight division, where pretty much all of the heat is where all of the belts are, which is over there with the PBC, and only one real outlier sitting off to the side, or 2 outliers sitting off to the side, with Virgil Ortiz, and the obvious one is Terrence Bud Crawford. But look, man, I think 2023, we're going to really get some good stuff going on, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it. You let me know what you think of the fight, how you think it kind of goes with the, with the lightweight division, what effect it has on the lightweight division. Let me know in the comment section. Your feedback is always appreciated. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm out. Peace.